What up, though? What's cracking with all of my beautiful and my handsome Scorpios out there? I hope everyone in my Scorpio collective is doing well. All right, you guys. So we're gonna go on and jump right into this reading and see what it is that you need to know. Now, if you find that something resonate, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're interested in a personal, my email will be in the description box below. All right, so this reading is going to be about the Seven of Pentacles. But as you see, this card is in reverse, okay? So this card is about someone who is giving up. So someone here is giving up on a situation. Maybe this has to do with something that has to do with money. You know, someone is not seeing the payoff for what they invested into a particular person or a situation. For some of you, this can have to do like with a job or a career or something or some type of investment. It talks about wasting energy, but at the same time, this person needs to take a step back, you know, to see what's really going on so they can make some type of adjustments here, okay? So whoever this person is that feels like giving up, they're being called to take a step back to make some type of adjustments. So let's see what this situation is. Messages for my Scorpios. All right, so let's see what the situation is when it comes to this seven. Ooh, all right, so something has to do with love, okay? So this situation here has to do with love because we have the Ace of Cups that came out, okay? So someone here feels like giving up when it comes to love. So this can be a particular relationship, this can be a marriage, this can be a situation here. But I feel like someone here has become very emotionally sensitive. They're not happy. They have an unhealthy connection to their intuition. That means that when their intuition speaks to them, tries to guide them, that they're not able to do what they're being told here. This also talks about unexpressed feelings and someone here who could be refusing to express their heart. So I feel like someone here is not happy in another situation. But then it's like, you know, you can be involved in this situation as well. And this person hasn't really or truly expressed to you how they feel here. So let's see what happened in the recent past. Messages for my Scorpios. So what happened in the recent past with this Seven of Pentacles? What happened in the recent past with this Seven of Pentacles? Messages for Scorpio. What happened in the recent past? All right, the recent past, man, it's got to do with a lot of money here. Four of Pentacles. So someone here could have been stubborn here. Maybe they weren't listening because remember, with the Ace of Cups, it talked about someone who didn't have a healthy connection with their intuition. So with this Four of Cups, Four of Pentacles, they were being stubborn. Someone here was not willing to share, or this is someone who was very set in their ways. Okay, so this is someone who possibly was needing to change. They were needing to work on themselves. They could have only been focused on money, or maybe they were still investing in a situation financially here. Okay, so in the recent past, someone here was maybe too stubborn to listen to their intuition, and their intuition was trying to guide them and lead them to make some type of changes that was going to be necessary for you in this connection here. Okay, so let's see what the current problem is when it comes to the Four of Pentacles. What is the current problem when it comes to the Four of Pentacles? The Hangman. This person is stuck. For some of you, this person is stuck being in this player-like energy here. Okay, some of you guys had connected or you hooked up with a player, someone who possibly was in and out of your life, you know, but this is a very passionate connection. Like this person sparked something within you. They made you feel something. They gave you a feeling that you never felt before. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of excitement. This person could have showed you, or you feel like they would have been a strong provider for you and your family. You know, maybe you guys had kids with this person, but they were a player though. And this is the reason why I feel like this person was not able to listen to their intuition because they still want to play. Okay, this player wants to play all day long, and their intuition was telling them like, "Nah, when you fuck with Scorpio, you know you can't be on that player type shit. You know, Scorpio is somebody who gonna hold you down and be that type of man or woman that you need in your life. You know, but they weren't able to listen to whatever was being told to them at that time. So, what are the outside influences when it comes to this connection? Some of y'all could be dealing with the Sag, Scorpio, or Pisces here. All right, so what's the outside influences when it comes to the Seven of Pentacles? What's the outside influences when it comes to the Seven of Pentacles? Damn, Five of Pentacles here. Boy, something about some money. All right, the Five of Pentacles. So someone here could have been feeling hopeless. Maybe they felt left out in the cold when it came to another situation here. Someone may not have been able to find some type of job or they were experiencing some type of financial strain here. This could have been someone who actually was surviving off the bare minimum. But when it came to you, Scorpio, maybe this person feel like they had to flex a little bit. You know, maybe they didn't want it to be known that they were struggling here or, you know, they were taking out or dragging out this feeling of abandonment and hopeless. So this person felt hopeless. You know, for some of y'all, this person could have been a hopeless romantic, but I really feel like they had given up on love. And when they met you, you know, I feel like when you connected with this person, you were supposed to, I'm not gonna say show them, but within you, they were supposed to see that love still exists. You know, that they can have true love. But this person was too busy being in this player like energy here, okay? They were too busy being stuck in this King of Wands energy to listen to what their intuition was telling them. And their intuition told them, baby, you got to change. You got to change that player like energy, that mindset that they had, okay? All right, so what are the hopes and fears when it comes to the Seven of Pentacles? For some of y'all, like I say, you either got some big money coming in or this is someone who invested a lot of money. For some of y'all, maybe you invested a lot of money in this situation here, okay? So what are the hopes and fears when it comes to the Seven of Pentacles? All right, so we got the Seven of Cups. So someone here still feels like they're going to be confused. Like even once they possibly get out this energy, like they're still going to be confused when it comes to love. You know, like they're still not going to know who to decide, which path to choose. You know, someone here maybe is not able to make up their mind here, or maybe they were not able to make up their mind in the past because we did have this person who had given up on love, right? So in the past, maybe they had given up on love due to a situation or something they were in previously, okay? This happened before you and this person crossed paths here, okay? But for some of you, if this is someone who needs to make some type of decision, maybe they need to choose which path or who they want to be with. This could be someone who is finally making up their mind. You know what I'm saying? In the past, they could have been some type of confusion of the heart because remember, they want to be that player. They want to play all day, Scorpio. But now this person realized, like, man, why I want to be a player when I got somebody who gonna really hold me down? You know what I'm saying? They haven't had that type of person before. And within you, Scorpio, they see that. They can have that here, okay? All right, so let's see what's going to be the outcome of this situation. Then we might pull just a little bit of oracle just in time to this reading here, okay? I love you, Scorpio. So what is going to be the outcome of this situation for my Scorpios? What is going to be the outcome? Some of you could be dealing with another Scorpio here. Don't have to be. So what is going to be the outcome of this situation? All right, so we got the Four of Cups. So for some of you, this could be someone who is trying to return or will be returning, trying to present you with some type of offer. But if you look at this person, look, they got their arms all folded. You know, they look like they focus on whatever they got going on right here. So for some of you, when this person possibly returns in your life, wanting to present you with some type of offer, you may not be interested in what this person has to offer you. Because in the past, you were trying to be all of that. You know what I'm saying? You were trying to be everything to this person. You were trying to show them that you were going to be that person to hold them down. You know, they didn't have never had to worry about those type of things that they went through in the past. But because they didn't want to listen to their intuition, I feel like some of you guys, you know, you may not be interested in this. I feel like whatever it is that you got going on in your life right now, these three cups that you're focused on, whether this is your business, your career, your family, whatever it is, like this is what you're going to be focused on. And you may not be interested in what this person has to offer you when they return in the future here, okay? All right, y'all, let me grab some oracle right quick, and then we'll kind of piggyback on some of the stuff that we've been talking about. If anything resonated, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're interested in a personal, my email will be in the description box below. Y'all give me just a second here. Okay, so we're gonna pull some messages from the divine masculine here. Okay, this can be a male, this can be a female. Y'all kind of take it how it resonates. I'm gonna push these cards up some so I can make room for the oracle cards. Okay, let me put these out the way. Okay, messages for my Scorpios. What is it that Scorpio needs to know, Holy Spirit? Tell us more about this situation. So we had somebody here that was stuck in their player ways. The intuition was trying to guide them and lead them to go down some type of different path. And this is someone who did not want to listen here, okay? So let's pull some oracle and let's see what's going on. Messages for my Scorpios. What is it that Scorpio needs to know? All right. Ooh, for some of you guys, this person could have been married to a third party. Okay. Remember, this person had a decision to make now. Okay, so in the past, I feel like when you cross paths with this person, they had given up on love because they were married to a third party. This is someone who could have took them down through that Scorpio. This is someone who broke their heart. So they could have had that player mindset. They could have told themselves, you know, when it comes to love and shit like that, like, I'm not gonna fall in love with nobody. I'm just gonna, what they say, fuck them and leave them. You know, like this was the type of mentality that this person had. But they regret now marrying this third party because shit, for some of you guys, like I said, when they return, where's that Four of Cups? When this person returns to you in the future, we don't know when it's gonna be, but when this person returns in the future trying to make you some type of offer, Scorpio, you're not gonna be interested because this is what you were trying to get this person in the past, okay? All right, tell us more. Messages for my Scorpios. I try to please everyone. It makes me feel good and wanted to be needed. So some of you could have been dealing with a people pleaser here. What's up, boo? What's up, Scorpio goddess? Some of you could have been dealing with a people pleaser. For some of us, sometimes, hey, we done been in this energy as well, you know. But I feel like this is someone, when you focus on self love, you only want to do things that make you feel good. You know, you don't need to feel wanted. You don't need to feel appreciated by other people. You know, you don't need people always calling you, or when they do, they need something. You be like, yes, these people need me. Like that's the type of energy that this person was in, okay? But it's like you have to know that you're worthy within yourself and value yourself here, okay? Let's get a couple of more messages for my Scorpios. What is it in my beautiful and my handsome Scorpios? What do they need to know? All right, so someone here wants to reach out to you, but it was like you could have been dealing with someone who always, what's they word? They held back. You know, this is someone, y'all, they got a lot of restraint. And this person always wants to reach out to you and talk to you or maybe say something to you, but it was like this restraint held them back. They never reached out when they wanted to talk to you. This is someone that would just give you the silent treatment. You know, and I feel like for most of you guys, you know, you got tired of being the one to reach out all the time. You know, you want them to reach out to you sometimes. So it's kind of like you and this person was both in this stalemate energy. They weren't reaching out to you and you weren't reaching out to them. All right, right now, this person, Scorpio, hopes that you are not looking for their replacement. Because I feel like in the past, like I said, you are always the one extending that olive branch, always trying to make things right between you and this person. It's like now, hey, ain't been a lot of movement in this connection. You ain't reaching out, they ain't reaching out, but they hope during this time of y'all being in separation and y'all not talking, that you ain't looking for their replacement here, okay? All right, tell us more. Oh, somebody here is tired of waiting and they want you back now. Okay, somebody saying, they tired of playing this waiting game. They tired of trying to see what's going to happen in the future. Like if they had a choice, if they can control the situation, you and them would be together right now here. Okay, let's get a couple of more, and then we're going to see who this reading is about. Look at this. Going back to my karmic, what's the biggest mistake in my life? And for some of you, this is someone, like I said in the beginning, who they had met before you. They met this karmic previously before they connected with you. And this is why they regret. For some of you, they could have been married to this person. But this is like an on and off marriage. You know, sometimes this marriage worked for them, sometimes it didn't. But this is someone now, they really regret this. This is the biggest mistake that they ever made in their life because I feel like that one time when they walked away, they should have left it at that. This is someone that kept, you know, wanting to backtrack with this third party here. And they feel like no one will ever satisfy them sexually like you did. So someone here could be trying to replace your energy with other karmic sex partners and things of that nature. But they realize like, man, I mean the connection, that sex, that chemistry that me and Scorpio had, baby, I ain't gonna never find that with anybody else in the world here. Let's get one more, and then we're going to see who this reading is about. I love you, Scorpio. Messages for my Scorpios. Let's see who this reading is about. Let's get one more card, and we'll see who it's about. And you were dealing with someone who was very cold and distant towards you. So I feel like for a lot of you, this person always left you constantly in your head. You know, you didn't never know what to think about this person, how they felt. Every time I feel like you tried to connect with this person, like on an emotional level, or you know, want to know how they felt, or things of that nature. Like this person would like distance themselves from you. You know, they wouldn't talk to you. They wouldn't reach out to you. They stopped doing all the things that they did in the past there. And this kind of left you confused. You never know how this person felt about you, if they loved you, if they liked you, you know what I'm saying? What the situation was with them. All right, y'all. So let's see who this reading is about. If anything resonated, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. If you're interested in a personal, my email will be in the description box below. Y'all give me a few more minutes. I'll probably pop back out to do me another live or whatnot. Appreciate y'all for showing up for you, girl. All right, y'all. So you can be dealing with heavy Cancer, Leo. Who is this reading about for Scorpio? We got Libra, Leo, Gemini. Who is this reading about for Scorpio? We got Cancer, Leo, Gemini. Got dog. So heavy Cancer, Leo, and Gemini for sure. And we have Sag, Aries, and Capricorn. All right, you guys. I love you. And until next time, stay blessed. Catch me here in a minute, y'all. I'm going to pop back out.